Good morning, Miles with Mylan here. Today I'm in Irvine, California. She used to stay at this place a lot. Today's gonna be a special day. I have a couple things to do, so I'm gonna try to make 3 videos, but I'm gonna be doing a car review. So typically I don't do car reviews, but this is a special one. So today I'm gonna be reviewing the 2020 Porsche Carrera S. One of my favorite cars of all time, you know, the GT series, the Turbo series, but the Carrera 4S is super special. So I thought this would be a good day for me to give you guys a review on the car. So I'm not super tech savvy with the vehicle, you know, I mean, I know my cars, but this isn't gonna be like a super in-depth review, but it's just kind of like first impressions of the vehicle. So I hope you guys enjoy. And like I said, like and subscribe to my page. That would help me out a lot so I can keep on giving you guys cool content. But I hope you guys enjoy, and welcome to California. And here we are, everyone. So this is the 2020 Carrera 4S. Now this is a fantastic vehicle, probably one of my favorites. Now, when I got into the Carrera, I'm a GT man. I didn't think the Carrera was gonna be anything special. This car literally blew me away. So let's kind of start talking about the performance aspects of this. So this is a 3.0 twin turbo engine, super fast, 0 to 60 in probably about 3 seconds, I believe. You know, 8-speed PDK transmission, shifts clean, shifts really smooth. Now, if I was in the market, you know, I was trying to buy one of the newer ones, you know, I'm always like, I want a GT3, I want a 911 turbo. This is probably something that I would consider getting. Aesthetically, this car really kind of just takes it all. So, with this being the newer, you know, generation, you have kind of, you know, your big mouth open down here. The bumper's completely different from the regular 4S that you'd see in previous models. You kind of have your LED, HID headlights. Super nice. At nighttime, this thing looks crazy. You have 20-inch wheels, super nice. And the coolest thing about this is, like I said, at night, you know, you have your LED bar that goes across, so it really gives it that stealthy kind of jet fighter look. The exhaust sounds amazing. With the 4S, you know, you have the rear fender flares, which are wider, so it really gives it that aggressive stance. I love the black color. Like I said, this car, performance-wise, is probably one of the best cars I've driven. If anyone's in the mood for, you know, are looking to get a Porsche in the future, I would really consider the 4S, or at least take one for a test drive. Like I said, this really, to me, it's probably one of the best vehicles I've ever driven. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of show you guys the engine, show you guys the trunk space, so you can kind of get an idea of what that's like. So, as with Porsche, you know, usually when you get in the 911s, your trunk is going to be in the front, Nice amount of space, you know, to carry your belongings. We're gonna go around here to the back. So you can't really see much going on here. I know there's a whole bunch of covers and everything, but you know, if you were to come back here, this is kind of what it would look like. You know, I wish I could kind of get inside the engine. Now, another cool feature of this vehicle is the spoiler. So the spoiler actually lifts up on command. You can go in the cockpit, you can raise the spoiler up, which I will do for you guys here in a second. And you know, it has an extremely nice exhaust note. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the vehicle up. I'm gonna do kind of some laps around, just so you can kind of get a feel for it, how it sounds and everything like that. So I'll do a cold start. Well, actually the car's been on for a little bit, so I'll do a start, I'll raise the spoiler up, and then I'll kind of take it around so you guys can at least get that. So What really makes this Porsche special is the interior. So the cool thing is you come to the door, they come out already. But this interior is probably one of the coolest I've seen. So you have a digital and an analog gauge. Has a very black, stealthy look. So the cool thing is their new shifter, very, very intuitive, brand new. I've never seen this style before. You have all your controls right here. So your sunroof, your cooled seats, your heated seats, cup holder, parking brake, and here's your armrest. So really, really dope. I'll show you guys that. Steering wheel super smooth. It feels great to the touch, and it's the perfect size. I like my steering wheels a little bit bigger, but this, you can control it. It's in your hand, the full car. Like I said, it's like it's at your every single control, which is dope. So we're gonna go down here, start this thing up. Keys obviously over here. So the cool feature is your display right here. So you have your navigation, you know, you have your music. Control all that, and this is where you can kind of control the spoiler. The car, you can take it up or down. You can put it in sport mode. Right here too, you have maps, your G-force, tire information, vehicle information, trip, yada, yada, yada. Very, very cool. So, like I said, if this is your first time, you know, getting into a 992, the first thing you're gonna notice is the interior upgrade. I mean, like I said, this is probably one of the coolest interiors that I have seen. Now, I'm 6'4", typically tall, and this has a lot of room. So at first when I got in, you know, I didn't know how much I could adjust the seat, but I have enough room for it being a two-door sports car with the rear seats. It's giving me a lot of room. I feel comfortable. You know, my legs, I have enough space down here. I had a 996 before, didn't have a lot of room, but I do now. So that's the cool thing. You got your CarPlay. You know, I really, really like it. So let's go for a drive and let's see how this thing really performs. So the first thing that you're gonna notice is how smooth the car is and how it drives, you know. It makes everything super, super easy. I would compare this probably to, you know, I don't know, maybe, I don't wanna say a GTR because you can really feel the vehicle, and that's what makes this one different from the other cars I've driven. Let's take a left here. Let's see if you guys can hear that exhaust. Transmission is excellent. Really has that response. That's what makes this vehicle super, super exciting. You know, you're in here, you're ready to go. We're gonna take a quick left. Like I said, if you're in the market of looking for a Porsche, you want something exciting to drive, this is it. It still has that sport feeling. It's still going to give you kind of the, you know, I'm going to wake up, go to work in my suit and tie, or your dress, you know, whatever you want to wear, you know. It's a really, really cool vehicle. Like I said, I would recommend this to anyone. Like I said, with the four-wheel drive, you can really feel it, you know. I can turn traction control off, you know, really get the feeling I want. Sport mode. I mean, it just sounds good. Thing about this vehicle, since it's, you know, the newer style, it gets a lot of looks. I mean, every time I drive, even here in California, everyone stops to say, you know, they look at the vehicle, they're just like, you know, you know, they're impressed. And like I said, it really gives that exterior, you know, kind of that clout that, you know, you're looking for when you have a Porsche. You know, usually, like I said, I always look for the GT3s, you know, they're cars to me, but like I said, this one's gotten great compliments, and it's very, very stylish without being too over the top, and I think that's big. So when you get into the GT and the turbos, I mean, it's a lot of car. Exterior-wise, it's out there. This is subtle, it's fast, and it gets the job done, which I really think this would be a great car for anyone living in the inner city who just kind of, you know, wants to commute and still have that power. That 3.0 turbo, twin turbo setup, I mean, like I said, that's amazing. This is probably, like I said, one of the most, you know, engaging cars I've ever, you know, rode in. And like I said, the new dash and everything makes it intuitive. It makes you feel like you're one with the car. You know, I'm a big fan of the manual transmission, but this is probably one of the smoothest and nicest transmissions I've seen by far. And the sound of the exhaust is just amazing. You know, that's the cool part about this Porsche.